First reading, Deuteronomy chapter 11 verse 18. 26 to 28. 32 Therefore, take these words of mine into your heart and soul. Bind them on your arm as a sign. And let them be as a pendant on your forehead. See, I set before you this day a blessing and a curse, a blessing for obeying the commandments of the Lord your God, which I give you today, a curse if you do not obey the commandments of the Lord your God, but turn aside from the way I command you today,
to go after other gods,
whom you do not know. Be careful to observe all the statutes and ordinances that I set before you today.
The word of the Lord.
Responsorial Psalm, Psalms 31 to 2-3 AB. 3 BC to 4. 17 to 18 Be a rock of refuge for me, O Lord, in you, Lord, I take refuge, let me never be put to shame. In your righteousness deliver me, incline your ear to me, make haste to rescue me. Be a rock of refuge for me, O Lord. Be my rock of refuge, a stronghold to save me. For you are my rock and my fortress, for your name's sake lead me and guide me. Be a rock of refuge for me, O Lord. Let your face shine on your servant, save me in your mercy. Do not let me be put to shame. For I have called to you, Lord, be a rock of refuge for me, O Lord. Second reading, Romans chapter 3 verses 21 to 25. 28 But now the righteousness of God has been manifested apart from the law, though testified to by the law and the prophets. The righteousness of God through faith in Jesus Christ for all who believe. For there is no distinction, all have sinned and are deprived of the glory of God. They are justified freely by His grace through the redemption in Christ Jesus, whom God set forth as an expiation, through faith, by His blood, to prove His righteousness because of the forgiveness of sins previously committed. For we consider that a person is justified by faith apart from works of the law. The word of the Lord. Gospel Matthew chapter 7 verses 21 to 27 Jesus said to His disciples, Not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of heaven, but only the one who does the will of my Father in heaven. Many will say to me on that day, Lord, Lord, did we not prophesy in your name? Did we not drive out demons in your name? Did we not do mighty deeds in your name? Then I will declare to them solemnly, I never knew you. Depart from me, you evildoers. Everyone who listens to these words of mine and acts on them will be like a wise man who built his house on rock. The rain fell, the floods came, and the winds blew and buffeted the house.
But it did not collapse, it had been set solidly on rock.
And everyone who listens to these words of mine but does not act on them will be like a fool who built his house on sand. The rain fell, the floods came, and the winds blew and buffeted the house, and it collapsed and was completely ruined. The Gospel of the Lord.